Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Monday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are already in the NFC Confrence Championship game with our Orlando Wizards franchise. So we are facing off our NFC South and NFC Florida team, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, both 13-3. And there can only be one winner and will advance on to the Super Bowl. But before we get into that, let's check out their weekly awards from last episode. Jalen Jefferson against the Philadelphia Eagles, he was 8 for 9, 218 yards, 4 passing touchdowns, and he did pretty decent. And Shaq Barrett had 2 sacks for Tampa Bay. And for the most part, this is who we're facing off against today. And for the AFC Confrence Championship game, the winner of the Dolphins-Chargers will advance on to the Super Bowl. So without a further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys at kickoff.
Tonight, from Orlando, Florida, it's the NFC Championship Game.
That hype music is playing. That's what we just did in one of our recent episodes for the London Bulldogs. They made the NFC Confrence Championship game against the Detroit Lions, and they actually won. So they advance on to the Super Bowl, which will be one of tomorrow's episodes.
It's the Orlando Wizards taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Championship round is right around the corner, so the Super Bowl is in 2 weeks. We got the Pro Bowl, and all we need to do if we want to advance to the Super Bowl for the second straight year is win this game. So apparently the Los Angeles Chargers, right here on your screen, have beaten the Miami Dolphins, so they will advance to the Super Bowl. And if we win that game, we battle off against the LA Chargers, hoping to get our first Super Bowl win. And last season, we played against the Las Vegas Raiders in the Super Bowl. We were close from winning, but we actually lost that Super Bowl, which I will have the link to the video if you guys want to check that episode out. So Tom Brady, he is going to throw the football to O.J. Howard, and that's going to be a 2nd and 2 for a gain of 8 yards on that play. So they're at the 38-yard line. So they're going to hand this off to the running back, Tevin Coleman, and he gains 3 yards there on that play. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So Tampa Bay, they're going to hand this off to Tevin Coleman. He loses 3 yards there. Devonta Freeman lost 3 yards on that play, so that will result in a 2nd down and 13 here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So they throw the football, it's intercepted, and Bobby Wagner claims that INT, so they're at the 49-yard line. So we have possession of the football. We see Jalen Jefferson, the University of Florida product, stepping onto the field for the first time in this episode. We're going to use the Z-spot pass play on 1st down and 10. Tampa Bay does get their first turnover of the game, and Jalen Jefferson, he is ready to throw this football. He's going to pass it to Chris Godwin, and he gets stopped at the 40-yard line. 1 for 1, 9 yards there. We're going to use a stick pass play on 2nd down and 1 now here for the Orlando Wizards. So Jalen Jefferson, he's going to throw this to Chris Godwin. So he gets a 1st down at the 9, but Chris Godwin appears to be down and hurt. So we're just going to use a slant route here. We're going to use a single back. We're going to use a quick slant formation here. I hope that Chris Godwin is okay, but Jalen Jefferson, he's going to throw this to Tyler Lockett. He does get stopped, though, at the 1. And this will be 2nd and goal. So we're just going to use that same exact play we just did, but we're going to throw it and hopefully get a touchdown out of this one. So Tyler Lockett claims a touchdown reception, and that will be a 7-0 lead here for the Orlando Wizards. Chris Godwin, though, does have a pulled hamstring. He will return soon. So we'll see you guys when we're on defense. Alright, now 1st down and 10. They're at the 32-yard line. Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to throw this football, and that will be an incomplete pass. So that's going to be 2nd and 10 now. And it appears that they're going to do a passing play, and they throw the football still, and that's going to be an incompletion. 1 for 4, 8 yards for Tom Brady. And it will now be a 3rd and 10 from the 32-yard line. So they're going to throw this football, and they don't get the 1st down. So 2 for 5, 10 yards there, 4th and 8 from the 34. Tyler Lockett will be our punt returner, one of our wide receivers for this Orlando Wizards team. So Tyler Lockett, he's ready to return, and he is going to run the field. It looks like he is going to take this all the way to the house, and it looks like he does, and he gets a touchdown. He jumps on into the end zone, and they will extend the lead 13 rather. We're going to attempt a 2-point conversion, and hopefully we'll get this in, and we'll extend our lead to 15-0, which will be amazing. So AP, he runs it into the end zone for a touchdown, for a 2-point conversion, and they will extend their lead 15-0 here at DisneyWorld Stadium. We'll see you guys when we're back on offense in the 2nd quarter. Alright, this begins the 2nd quarter, 1st and 10. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers did get a 1st down, though, and they're going to hand this off to Tevin Coleman, and he does not lose nor gain any yards on that play. So that will be a 2nd down and 10 from the 49-yard line here in Orlando. So Tevin Coleman, he loses at least a yard. So that will be a 3rd and 11 from the 49 here in Orlando. So the Wizards are leading this 15-0. So we're easily going to win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, basically. So 4 for 8, 35 yards for Tom Brady. So they're going to return the punt here, 2-minute warning. All right, 4th and 3. I usually pause before the 2-minute warning just to save on camera time. And they're actually going to fake this one. So he's going to run it in and will get that 1st down. So this will basically be a 1st and 10, basically saying, and he makes the sack. Tyler Lockett makes the 1st sack of the game. I mean, he plays wide receiver, but I don't know why he plays as cornerback, though. But he did pretty good, so that will be his 1st career sack. So they're actually swapping their receivers, so they take the timeout. So it's still 15-0. The Buccaneers are just still strategically thinking about their game plan, and they use Bradley Pinion instead of Tom Brady as the quarterback, and that was a pass deflection. That will be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line, and there's only 57 seconds to go in this 1st half. So basically they're just going to throw this to Mike Evans, and he will get stopped at the 20-yard line. So they're in the red zone. 3rd down and 6 now for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Quan Alexander, he is going to make a fumble recovery for the defense. And look at him go. He is going to return this all the way to the end zone, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Orlando Wizards, and we'll see you guys in the 2nd half. So he takes it to the house, makes a fumble recovery, and runs straight into the end zone for a touchdown, and we'll see you guys in the 3rd quarter. All right, now it is the second half here in Orlando, Florida. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're ready to kick this one off. And Marquise Lee is ready to return the kickoff here for the Orlando Wizards. He does get stopped, though, at the 26-yard line. This is going to be a first down and 10. 28-yard return, though. And we're just going to use a passing play on first down and 10. We're still going to use Tyler Lockett, who claimed a sack last quarter while playing a little bit of defense. So that's interesting to see. And Jalen Jefferson, he's 5 for 5, 78 yards. We didn't play offense second quarter because Tampa Bay wanted to get first downs and play some offense seriously, and that's why they're not even scoring any points, as in a matter of fact. And 6 for 6, 98 yards. So Jalen Jefferson throws the pass to Gronk, and Gronk claims his first reception of the game. We really didn't throw it to him a whole lot this season as much. And Gronk claims a reception, though. He has 112 yards. Jalen Jefferson, and they are at the 11-yard line. So we're going to put in Frank Gore for inside zone run play on 1st and 10 from the 11. And they're going to hand this off to Frank Gore. He uses a juke move, and he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. And that will be his first rushing touchdown of the game, and it will be 29-0 here in Orlando, Florida. All right, now this is going to be a first down and 10 from the 34-yard line here in Orlando. So they're going to run the football with Devontae Freeman. He gets a first down. So we only allowed 94 total yards on that play. In this game in general is what I was about to say. But 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They're going to hand this off to, and it's a fumble. So Quan Alexander, he made 2 fumble recoveries. The first fumble recovery he claimed was a touchdown. So we're just going to use a halfback stretch on the I formation here. Tampa Bay with their 3rd turnover in this game. So we're going to hand this off to Frank Gore. And he gets stopped at the 40. He gets pushed out of bounds there. And we're just going to use a simple run play until we get a first down. And that's basically it. So I'm just going to hand this off to Frank Gore. I'm just going to use a juke move there. He gets stopped at the 22, actually. So that's going to be 3 rushes, 32 yards, and 1 touchdown for him on the day. So 1st and 10 from the 22. And Jalen Jefferson hands this off to Frank Gore. And that's going to be a juke move. So that's going to be 4 rushes, 37 yards, and a touchdown. And we're going to use the single back formation. We're going to use the 26 duo. I meant to click a passing play, but I ended up doing a running play just because for the most part. And we got Quentin Adebayo for 6 yards in. So that will be a 1st and 10. We're going to use a verts drag. And I'm thinking about throwing this to Gronk to end the 3rd quarter here in Orlando. And Gronk gets a touchdown. We'll see you guys in the 4th quarter. Orlando will lead this one 36-0. Okay, 3rd down and 1 from the 42-yard line here in Orlando, Florida. There's only 3 minutes and 23 seconds to go before the Orlando Wizards make their 2nd straight Super Bowl. And they want to win the Lombardi for reals. Because last season, we played against the Las Vegas Raiders. They were 15-1 that year. And Tom Brady, the ball is out. And apparently, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I was thinking of his past team for the 20 seasons that he was coached by Bill Belichick. And he was his mentor. Won 6 Super Bowls, and he's going to throw this, and that's going to be incomplete. So, passing offense, 95 yards in today's episode, 4th ranked overall this season. So, that's going to be a 3rd and 15 from the 45, and we're going to blitz on defense, and we We should have got an interception off that play, but we didn't. So apparently this will be a 4th and 15 from the 45. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be ready to punt, and Tyler Lockett will be ready to return. And oh geez, I don't know where to return it to, but I'm just gonna use a juke move there, and I will get stopped at the 11-yard line. So that will be a 1st and 10. And we're gonna use the PA Saints slot pass play. I'm gonna use Marvin Jones instead of using Tyler Lockett because he played a lot decently today in this episode. So Jalen Jefferson, he is going to throw this deep to Marvin Jones, and we'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. Okay, 2nd and 8 now from the 21-yard line. Frank Gore is going to run the football, and he gets stopped at the 18. So he has 6 rushes, 42 yards, Frank Gore. And he's had, for every carry he had, he averaged 7 yards. So 42 divided by 6 equals 7. So Jalen Jefferson throws this to Rob Gronkowski, and he claims a touchdown, his 2nd one of the game. So we're just going to do another 2-point conversion to extend our lead, and we're going to shut out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, they won the first game of the regular season in this matchup, Orlando versus Tampa Bay, and then we won, and then basically we get to play them every preseason. I will have the links to from this season, the regular season matchups, in the description if you guys want to check those episodes out if you haven't already. So Tampa Bay, they get to return this one, and they get stopped at the 34. So there's 58 seconds left. And this will be a 1st down and 10. So we're going to use the cover 6 formation here for the defense. And we're going to play some D here for Orlando. So Tom Brady, he is going to throw this. He's actually going to run for the football, actually throw. But he throws that. It's going to be incomplete. Somebody for Tampa Bay is down and hurt. So that will be still a 2nd and 10 now from the 34-yard line. And it looks like they're going to throw the football. And he's actually going to scramble for it. So he's going to get sacked. And it appears that Damar Harrison Sr. made the fumble recovery. And we're just going to use a simple I-form run play. So we're going to use a halfback stretch here. And this will be a 1st down and 10 from the 26. Only 40 seconds to go. And Frank Gore gains about 5 yards. Eric McCoy appears to be down and injured for this Orlando Wizards offensive line. And Jalen Jefferson, he is going to throw this to Marvin Jones, and he gets the touchdown. And this will be his 1st receiving touchdown, and we'll see you guys when we're at statistics. All right, it is official, ladies and gentlemen. We do advance on to the NFC, to the Super Bowl. Jalen Jefferson, 12 for 12, 227 yards, and 4 touchdowns on the day. Tom Brady, he had 1 INT in this game. Bradley Pinion threw for 2 passes and completed 2 of them. Frank Gore, he had 47 yards, 7 carries, and 1 touchdown with 3 broken tackles on the day. And Gronk had 2 touchdowns. Marvin Jones and Tyler Lockett both had receiving touchdowns in this game. But sacks-wise, Carlos Dunlap had a sack. Tyler Lockett had a sack. I mean, he did play a little bit of defense, but that's pretty interesting to see. Cam Jordan, he had 1 sack. Bobby Wagner had a sack, and Janoris Jenkins also had a sack. So Bobby Wagner, who was the one who claimed the INT for the Wizards, and there was a punt return for a touchdown by Tyler Lockett as well. 98 yards, and that wraps it up. We'll see you guys tomorrow in the Super Bowl.